Welcome to this short video in which we discuss the topic of enhancing learning through technology. It is certainly true that at NUS we believe that technology has the potential to enhance and indeed transform the learning and teaching environment. But it is a modifier, not a substitute for good teaching practice. Meeting this potential is dependent upon a firm pedagogical foundation. What is important is how, as university teachers, we use technology rather than the technologies themselves. The technology has to have a pedagogical advantage. Without considering the practice and theory of learning and teaching, the technology can become a distraction, or worse, it may impede learning. That said, we are perhaps obliged as university teachers to integrate technology into education, given the ubiquity of technology in the modern world. That without technology, the provision of an education lacks authenticity. In an earlier session, we discussed how our pedagogical knowledge, that is, our deep knowledge about the processes and practices of teaching and learning, and our content knowledge, that is, our knowledge about the subject matter to be learnt, intersect. This intersection, that we called pedagogical content knowledge, was first conceptualized by the American educational psychologist Lee Shulman in 1986. This construct was in some ways seen as teaching at its best. Since then, several scholars, most notably by Punya Mishra and Matthew Kohler, have added technological knowledge to this construct to represent our knowledge of how to select, use and integrate technology into our curricula. That is, what tools should we select to make the content more accessible to students while supporting the pedagogical strategy which we have identified will help to deliver this information to our students. Mishra and Kohler label this intersection of the three knowledge domains of content, pedagogy and technology as technological, pedagogical and content knowledge, or TPACK. This framework looks at how they work together to increase student motivation and to make the content more accessible to students. In this figure, we can see the three overlapping domains of knowledge, and within these intersections we recognise how technology can influence pedagogy and content. Our technological content knowledge refers to how technology is used in a subject area to enhance and transform the content for deep and lasting learning. Technological pedagogical knowledge is our understanding of how to use digital tools as a vehicle to support students achieving the learning outcomes and the experiences we want to see. At the centre of this framework, in the overlap of all three domains, we have TPACK. This refers to our understanding of how digital tools can enhance our teaching and support student learning more deeply and effectively. It is crucial to recognise that surrounding this is the context. Every context is unique. We each bring a different set of skills into the lecture theatre. Every year our students will have different needs, and these skills and needs meet in an ever-changing environment. In this video, we have outlined a framework that helps us consider how technology can support and indeed enhance our teaching and our students' learning. For our upcoming session, we want you to reflect on your experiences with technology and digital tools. For instance, consider a recent activity that used a particular technology. What was the structure of that activity? Why was the tool appropriate for that activity? Was this tool particularly effective for achieving the learning outcomes? Did you consider other tools? How did the technology support the implementation of your teaching strategy? And what classroom management issues needed to be addressed? Before I finish, I want to stress that within this framework, your pedagogical content knowledge remains critical. The integration of technological knowledge only facilitates the delivery of your teaching and student learning. For a digital tool or any technology to be useful, it must conform and align with the pedagogical strategy within the context of your subject domain. Thanks for listening.